and welcome back to another reaction video. It's been a few days, but I never really commented on it, but now I think we all have seen the video about MatPat leaving his channels for good after March 9th. Yeah, that's I when starting this video, I never really knew how to comment on it. I knew what I was going to do, and I know what I'm reacting to, thanks to the title, and I'm prepared for it, but talking about this subject is something a bit rough to talk about. 13 years. And while I haven't been there for the full 13 years, I have been there for a decade at least. So, yeah. This is, am I mad? No. It's his life. If he feels like he has to do something, then it's our job as his viewers, the people that support him for everything thick and thin, to support him now. This may be the last time we get to see him after March 9th. It'll be the last theory he will do. And it's for game theory. And for that day, I will be doing it. But, it's just gonna be sad seeing him gone, okay? It will feel a bit weird without him being there. Throughout everything, well, we did have different hosts and everything, and a lot of other things, basically. With him being gone, it's just gonna be a bit to adjust. So, from here until March 9th, I'm gonna try to cover all his more recent theories so that we can put it together. I might make a playlist on this, so yeah. Honestly, the searching thing for the playlist, it's a bit coming. I'm still making a list. I'm still trying to label everything, okay? If you've been trying to find it, I'm working on it. But yeah, it's gonna be sad to see MatPat go, but it's his life. He should be able to do what he wants. And we should support him throughout this. He's not going to be gone for good, thankfully. He's just not going to be the main theory person we're going to see anymore. And if he does see this video, or anyone, thank you for the 13 years of theorizing and everything you have done for YouTube, MatPat. You changed everyone's lives, and we're gonna all miss you. I might make a better speech on the 9th, but yeah. Anyway, this is I Fixed the FNAF Cookbook. My guess is something weird was happening with it. and there was something not right, basically. Anyway, though, but if you enjoyed this reaction video, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button, be notified immediately when your video comes out. And that, the link to this video will be down in the description below. So if you want to see this video yourself first, before seeing my reaction to it, go ahead, pause the video, and come back. But if you decide to stay in to see this reaction, well, just continue. Gonna give a small pause. You good? Done? Alright. If you have any videos you would like to recommend I should react to, put it down in the comment section below. I'll react to them as soon as possible, but let's start this video.
Nowadays, it feels like everyone and their mothers has a cookbook coming out. From celebrities like Snoop Dogg and Maddie Matheson to food tubers like Marion Gaspy and Maddie Matheson. But it's not just people who are getting their share of the cookbook pop.
True.
Properties like Sonic and Harry Potter, they're also desperately jotting down recipes for some easy cash flow. And as if Five Nights at Freddy's didn't make enough money this past year, they also decided to release a cookbook back in October. Now, obviously, as one of the foremost FNAF connoisseurs here on YouTube, I had to get my hands on it to dig for information that I could potentially use in a video. But boy, oh boy, what I found was worse than I could have ever imagined. They released an incomplete product. So today I'm taking it upon myself to fix their book for them by creating 3 new recipes. But in the process, I'm also going to change the cookbook game forever by using the greatest ingredient that I have in my kitchen, lore.
What?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, the show that bites off exactly what it can chew. So in case you missed it, a day ago over on Game Theory, I made the big announcement that on March 9th, I'm going to be uploading the final theory with me as host. I explain why I'm doing this, and I get all wet and sloppy about it over there, but the long and short of it is that I now get 10 final episodes of me hosting these channels before I eventually fade off into the sunset. And so what better way is there for me to kick off my final block of programming than by paying tribute to Freddy and the gang, cooking up some of their delicious recipes straight out of the recently released FNAF Cookbook. Except there's one problem. This thing, it is woefully inadequate. I mentioned it before, but while I combed through the pages of the book for things to talk about, I noticed that there were 3 characters notably absent from its pages. Honestly, how I was able to make it past the editors and publishers without any sort of second thought is beyond me. First, we have ourselves the elusive Golden Freddy. I mean, come on, this guy's been all the internet has talked about when it comes to the lore of this series for years. He is the iconic thumbnail guy. The fact that he is not here is a travesty. The second face on this proverbial
understandable
purple guy, William Afton himself. Apparently, he'll always come back unless it's doing recipes that are inspired by him. But there was one other character that was missing that shocked me to my core. A character so crucial to this franchise that it's a crime not to have included them. I looked at every recipe, and not one made mention of the most important animatronic in the FNAF universe, my boy.
Let's go! Music Man! No!
But who knows? Maybe already
okay, yeah, that's a bit
what they chose to include instead,
funny.
Shall we? Mr. Hippo's crispy fish bites. Wow, one rambling monologue gets him in over the main antagonist of the franchise. What else? We got Bellora's salmon burger. That's more of a reach than most of my theories. I mean, don't get me wrong, the connections between Mr. Hippo and fish bites are tenuous at best. Sure, the character is a fan favorite. He says the word fish twice. Clearly, there's enough here for a recipe, I suppose. But Bellora, yeah, she has nothing to do with burgers or salmon. They didn't even try to make an excuse for it in the description of the recipe either. They didn't incorporate her colors at all. Instead, there's a mega mango salad because, you know, obviously Bellora, the character from Sister Location, is in the mega pizzaplex, not. She was in Circus Baby's Pizza World, not anything related to the word mega. Oh boy, I really have my work cut out for me on fixing this mess. So today, Sanjay put our minds to work on concocting 3 recipes that'll perfectly capture the essence of these 3 characters to make a new section for this cookbook. And we're not just gonna be making generic recipes and slapping the characters' names in the titles. Oh no, my friends, you know me. You know that I care more than that. Today, we are gonna be challenging the idea of IP cookbooks as a whole. Historically, cookbooks based on popular games or movies, they generally go in one of 2 possible ways. One is they have a cute little hint as to the character, like Sonic having a chili dog. Haha, we all get the reference. But more often than not, they just go with option 2, choosing recipes that have absolutely nothing to do with the character, like the Pikachu lemon tarts. See, it's yellow. Yay. Hey! And of course, because these things are meant to be the most shameless
That makes no
of cash
sense.
grabs, seldom, if ever, are they taking the character's ambitions, their likes, their dislikes, their lore, into the essence of the recipe, into consideration of what makes them edible. And so that, my friends, that is our true goal of today. To not just make a dish for a character, but to truly turn a character into a dish. We're gonna elevate the cookbook game in a way that only food theory can. And if you click that subscribe button and make sure to share these recipes, this won't be the last time that we do it either. So without any further ado, Santi!
Hey, Matt, what's up?
Let's start with the recipe for Music Man. Show me what you got.
All right, challenge accepted. What can you tell me about it?
You don't know Music Man? Do you exist on these channels?
Of course I do. I just wanted to see what you know.
Well, even though he's a personal favorite character of mine, we don't really know all that much about him. We know that he's a DJ in Security Breach. We can even see him with his mixer in-game. In Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, we also find out that he hates loud noises. He's also got a bunch of fun colors worked into his design, like purple and pink and green, so maybe we could do some with that. That being said, I know what happened the last time he tried incorporating colors into a dish, so no need to harp on that one if it's too difficult.
Too soon, still hurtful, gonna roll right past it, and okay, he's a DJ. So what if we incorporated a round record-like shape into the dish? Then we could do a weird mishmash of flavors like a DJ mixing music up. I'm thinking a taco.
Let's do a taco with a soft shell, because, you know, he doesn't like loud noises, so he wouldn't be a big fan of the crunch.
Right, and we'll do a non-traditional filling, like a sweet and sour chicken to remix
Ooh.
some cilantro and scallions as a garnish for some green hues. But here's the kicker. We're gonna make the tortillas pink with some dragon fruit. That'll tie this all together and really make it Music Man.
So with the rough idea in place, Santi and I are going to both attempt
Gonna admit, that does sound a bit tasty.
these dishes, but from opposite ends of the country. Then we're going to compare the results to see how close our dishes wound up. And immediately off the bat, we noticed how oddly colored our tortilla was turning out.
Basically, if you took a scab and crossed it with a food item,
I mean,
that's what we've
that is what we're looking at right now.
That's what we've created here today, ladies and gentlemen.
And manually pressing tortillas, it's no easy task, let me tell you. All right, so we've got our spinning Music Man discs, purple colored in honor of him. That's complete with the dragon fruit. Let's add in some of our sweet and sour chicken there.
Pre-sauced, I'm just gonna cut them up. Easily biteable tacos going on here.
Because again, it's the Music Man. We've got ourselves a flavor remix. Sup, fellow kids. Let's have our soft shell tacos, shall we?
Oh.
We've got some dragon
Okay, she's
fruit.
cringing. She's cringing. She's cringing, and she looks a bit disappointed in that comment. Okay, let's. Okay. Honestly, it sounds good on paper, but it doesn't seem like it works.
That's gonna
Here.
help. Choices are being made. Strong choices.
You got some green onion?
Oh yeah, I love some green onion.
In this franchise, that is a mix of green and purple, where green is sometimes the good characters and purple is very often the bad characters.
Oh,
Music Man is a true neutral, a merging of those 2 points. Green meets purple.
I like that. I think that's very symbolic. What was the dragon fruit? Cool tacos.
So, how'd it go for you? Oh my god, what happened?
What do you mean what happened? What did yours look like? Oh, wow. So it's not supposed to look like severed flesh.
No!
Maybe it tastes better than it looks?
What? That's great. I can't believe I'm saying this. This is great.
Yep. Only the best for Music Man. Only the best for my best boy.
Music Man!
All right, so that one actually tasted pretty darn good despite it looking like a human scab. Now we just have to follow it up with golden bread,
Okay.
which is no easy feat.
What the
Simpson
heck
is the most
happened?
serious character throughout the entirety of the franchise. At this
How did Sanji get the... I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, but how did he get a perfectly colored tortilla while MatPat didn't? It looks weird.
At this point, we're pretty sure that the animatronic was possessed by 2 spirits, Cassidy, who was brutally murdered by Afton, and the Crying Child, who fell victim to the bite of 83. We believe that the Crying Child spirit was eventually put to rest during the Happiest Day minigame, but Cassidy, the vengeful spirit, remains, hell-bent on revenge for what William Afton did to them, as well as all the other murdered children.
Yikes. Okay, Golden Freddy is sort of a twist on the original Freddy. So we're gonna take the pizza from the pizzeria and flip it on its head. Or, more accurately, fold it in half. I think calzone's the only way to go. Some good cheese and sauce, much to Stephanie's chagrin.
That's not a calzone. You've immediately made this a stromboli.
Except it's not, because strombolis are rolled. And sure, traditionally calzones don't have sauce, but that's in the past. Calzones nowadays can absolutely have sauce. Gosh, Stephanie, first the paprika, now this.
I mean, you're still missing the ricotta cheese. Trust me, Steph's family is very Italian. I don't really care. A folded or rolled pizza is delicious no matter what. I'm just saying that if I don't remind you that calzones have ricotta cheese, I'm gonna be disowned from that entire side of my family. Anyway, regardless of what you call it, this
Good call.
over pizza will give the Golden Freddy dish a
That's it.
beautiful golden
That's
crust.
literally asking for
And
death.
a vengeful spirit, let's give it a nice little spicy kick. Some spicy pepperoni and extra herbs in the sauce. But we also have to balance it out with the good spirit inside there, the crying child spirit. Probably something sweet.
Oh, please don't say it.
Maybe some
Please, no.
pineapple?
No.
Let's do it. A sweet and spicy Golden Freddy Diavola calzone.
A
No.
lot of depth.
No.
The thickest. That's
No.
part of the lore of Golden Freddy, obviously.
He's a thick boy.
He's a thick boy.
There's no ricotta.
There's no
Where's the
ricotta.
ricotta?
There's no ricotta.
Where? This is feta. This is feta.
I know you're gonna love this next part, which is where we add in some oil,
Yeah, that's fair.
some garlic,
Yeah. I'm
and then
with you.
some sauce.
She's hating this. And second of all, no. I hate pineapple with pizza. I know some people like it and they do them. Okay, but for me, no. I would never make this if that was the case. Because I don't like pineapple on pizza. If anyone says Hawaiian is okay, then okay, it's okay for you. But if people say I should try it, no. Pineapple on pizza is ugh.
This sauce is sus.
So what we have here is the Golden Freddy sauce that is included as part of the Freddy Fazbear official cookbook. But what we've done is we've spiced it up a little bit. We've added in a little bit more here to make it a bit spicier. Because at the end of the day, remember, Golden
She
Freddy
hates it.
presumably with the spirits of two kids. The silver lining is that at the end of the day, you're going to bite into this and it's going to be a delicious big old bite of 83.
Can't this be one of the other ones that we just feed to our team?
Once again, it would seem that our differences in culinary skill are showing because Santi's looks ooey, gooey, and delicious.
Yes.
Mine and Steph's, though,
Golden Freddy's a loaf.
Golden Freddy. More like Golden Freddy. These look more accurate.
Okay, let's try this one. I want to see if this one looks any better. Oh, mine's a little better.
Hey!
Hey! I think both
How?
honestly look very nice.
What did he do? What did he do to actually make his thing look fluffy, soft, delicious? While there looks hard and just looks like you just fold the pizza in half.
It's on the outside. Tastes pretty unpredictable once you get on the inside, though.
It's a little bit sweet, a little bit spicy. Two souls in one. Let's bite.
I have no idea what I'm eating, but it doesn't necessarily taste bad.
There's a lot going on in there. Just like when you have two spirits merged into one body, having to figure out how they work together. Boom. Done. Nailed it. Lore accurate.
So with that being said, it's time to move on to the grand finale, the purple guy. And for this one, we've got to go big or go home. I mean, this is the main antagonist of the franchise. He always comes back, and we want people to always come back for bites. This is the recipe that can change how people approach IP cookbooks forever. So we've got to make this one right.
I got you. Plus, I had Tom give me the lowdown while you were cooking, so I'm all caught up. Since this guy is also purple.
He's not purple.
He's not? Dang it, Tom. I'm definitely gonna get him back for that. Fine. What do we got then?
Well, obviously, William Afton's the big bad of the franchise. He's called Purple Guy because he appears purple while hiding in the shadows. But William is also more than just a purple guy. He's intelligent. He's a brilliant roboticist. He's cunning. He's pretty much the entire reason that this franchise exists. He also dies a couple times throughout the series. Once by getting spring-locked in his own animatronic suit, and then after he survives that one, he gets burned down multiple times. At least twice. Nowadays, he's presumed dead, with his consciousness just living on as part of an AI learning program. Not sure what we could can do with all that when it comes to making food.
Matt, I got this. First, we're gonna go with a double fried steak sandwich. Just
Ooh.
frying the steak once isn't gonna be enough. We want it nice and crispy. But I love his first death. Getting spring locked with your blood spilling out of your own suit? Hardcore! So as our homage to that, we're gonna place a fried egg in this sandwich that will burst and ooze out as soon as we spring lock it between two deliciously toasted sourdough slices. And for the purple, let's make a sweet and spicy blackberry habanero sauce to take this dish to the next level as a perfect tribute.
We've also got some purple onion that we're just gonna sprinkle on to, again, provide a little bit of
Not a fan of onion.
but also,
I'm gonna admit, I'm not a fan of the onion. It's more the fact that I may be allergic to onion. I don't know. Last time I had onion, and it was the first time I had it, I just puked. I just literally puked the second it went down my throat and into my digestive system. Not so long after, had to immediately go to a bathroom and puke my guts out. It was not favorable. Not a fan of the onion. So I don't think I'm going to be having this.
you're looking confused, Stephanie.
Just like the FNAF lore confuses me. It's so perfect.
Okay.
Egg 1 is going in for the drop. Egg 2 is going in.
Nice.
Oh,
2 eggs. They look legitimate.
Gotta admit, the spring lock, it worked perfectly.
Spring lock that serial killer.
Oh, good squish.
The sandwich itself took us a minute to wrap our heads around,
Oh,
Hold up. Need another bite.
but once we did, we were fans.
Second bite's better. The sauce is actually what helps pull things together.
it is. The crispy outer coating is great. The sauce is great. The egg adds just a slight bit of creaminess, and the onion adds the right crunch. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of think this is a really good sandwich.
Oh, but let me tell you, this bad boy was crunchy. I think we can all agree that a softer bread might have been easier to bite through and could help absorb that yolk a bit more, but overall, this recipe came together just really well. Even the sauce, which I was doubtful of at first, it did wonders for the assembly of the dish.
That is a strange mouthful.
It really just goes to show you that a dish is greater than the sum of its parts, because once we took a bite out of the whole thing, it came together well, red onion included. So there you have it, friendos, 3 delicious recipes that do our 3 underrepresented icons of the franchise justice. Also, I just want to call it out there, way more delicious than anything else in this cookbook, even if the tacos did look a bit off-putting. Not only
Yeah.
completed their book for them, but we've crafted each recipe as an homage and embodiment of the character that they're based off of. No slapdash recipes that have nothing to do with the characters, no vague nods that clearly show that you tried ham-fisting the characters into a pre-made recipe. Instead, we carefully considered every possible aspect of the character and translated that into edible form. And not only that, but a delicious edible form. And you see, that's the best thing about what we've done here today. By using the lore inherent to these characters, by using the rich detail of them in the source material, we've brought together unique recipes that go way past your traditional burger or pizza recipe, which is honestly what all of these cookbooks should be striving to do. You have all these amazing characters and world details, but you're wasting the potential by slapping the names on generic sandwiches. I know I've dunked on her quite a
Can't
bit in this episode, but if we
disagree.
were to truly take a look at Ballora, for instance, we'd see that she's a ballerina. Ballet was formalized as a dance form in France. Ballet is delicate, it's classy, it's soft and light, it screams for something like a Madeleine. But you can't just forget her rosy cheeks and iconic pearls either. Those are important parts of her design. So we'd want to make these Madeleines complete with rose water incorporated for a unique flavor, as well as sprinkling on some edible pearls for a crunch that balances out the airy Madeleine with a bite that shows her true nature. Maybe we save that for the next time we do an episode like this. Anyway, the point is,
I can't disagree. That
and
does
characters
sound
that we love
accurate.
open up so many opportunities for creative mixes of flavors and styles. Mixes that normally wouldn't fit into the pages of just an average cookbook. That way you're immersed even deeper into the world, and finally you can be the one to take a bite out of Freddy. If you want to see us tackle some more characters from FNAF, or honestly some other IP, let us know which ones you'd like to see down in the comments below. And as always, my friends, remember, it's just a theory. A food theory. Bon appetit.
Damn. does not go down. But I have to admit, these ideas truly seem on point here. They seem to fit with the character they're going with. You don't agree, then okay. Not sure how that technically would work in any other case, but it seems like there's some things to improve upon. Let's not really disagree on that. It looks like many things can be worked on. For one, it's the bread. Yeah. The bread used for the sandwich that tributes William Afton. Could have been a softer one. The tortilla that's being used, again, could have been better thought out, not gonna lie. But yeah. This is something I can admit is an interesting one. I don't really see anything wrong with the whole Golden Freddy thing. Except, like, how they did it at the end, what the end result was like. But I can't really blame them for that. No one can really get a recipe down for the first time on the first try. Believe me, I tried. It never goes down right. Unless you have very clear instructions and someone already did it before, so. But yeah. Other than that, I don't see anything really wrong with this thing. And it does seem like something fitting for the cookbook. Though I don't know how they could forget those three. I mean, one appeared in multiple newer games, and another appeared since the beginning of the franchise, and the other one is the reason why the franchise is still going. To take away one thing would be like saying, alright, we're gonna do this thing, but bam, forget everything else. That is just dumb to do, and it feels kind of insulting. But other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button to support the channel, support the content provided, and so on and so forth. Hit the notification button to be notified immediately when a new video comes out. And tell me your opinion about these 3 recipes. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!